What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review, finally, of the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, man. Sorry this took so long for me to get this review out, guys, because as you guys may know, if you guys follow me on Twitter or on Letterboxd, you guys know I watched this movie. Like, I actually saw this movie, like, 2 weeks ago or so. I think it's how long it was, but yeah, man. You guys know I've been pretty busy these last couple of weeks. You guys know that last week I was working through. I couldn't record it because I wasn't home. We were on the road and went to go get my brother's graduation, so obviously I couldn't record on Saturday. And of course, I didn't bring my charger with my laptop, so even if I had it, I couldn't record that. Then we eventually got home and everything, and then I kind of just forgot about it. Then, of course, you guys know I got sick, which I'm still not completely over yet. I'm still not completely 100%, but I'm more or less back to it. But I'm more or less like 90% back as well as my voice. So it's like, you know what, fuck it, let me just record it now while I got it on my mind. I was literally gonna forget about this one again until like the tail end of Double or Nothing. It literally just wrapped up right now, just now. And I was like, oh shit, I still gotta record the review, so fuck it, let me just do it right now. So yeah, I'm still a little sick, but fuck it, we're doing it now just so I can finally get this review over with you guys, and you guys can finally hear my thoughts on Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, man. And overall, man, I thought this was a fantastic film. I think out of the rebooted films, this one, at first I thought I liked this more than Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, but then I checked my rankings and everything, man, and I ended up getting Dawn a higher ranking than I did get this way, so I guess this would be below Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and above Rise of the Planet of the Apes in terms of my rank. I have it on my letterbox. You guys want to see my full Apes ranking of the modern Planet of the Apes film, man. If you want to see that, check out my letterbox. But yeah, man, the movie was absolutely fantastic. Now, I was kind of surprised this movie even got announced because I thought after War of the Planet of the Apes and way down, I was like, okay, cool. The end of the trilogy. This is going to lead into the first film, into the original '60s film, and we're off to the races. This leads into the original '60s films, and we are done with this franchise. Then, of course, this movie got announced, and it's already been confirmed to get a trilogy. When I looked this movie up on Letterboxd, I saw one for like Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes sequel and then a threequel. So we are going to be getting a new trilogy with these new characters in this film. Which maybe then with the end of this trilogy, that's going to lead directly into the first film and perhaps even lead to a remake or a reimagine of the original film through this new canon. Which, no lie, I think would be really kind of cool to see the first film reimagined or remade in this new style with the context of these previous 8 films. I'd be down for that. I don't know if they would do that, man, but I think that would be really cool if they actually went through and actually did remake to end this franchise off fully, was to remake the original film. Which I think would be cool. But regardless, man, this film, and speaking of the original film, this movie had a lot of homages and references to the original film. Some of them my dad caught on because I'm pretty sure I mentioned before, my dad loves the Planet of the Apes film. Like, this is like these movies are the only time I've actually ever seen my dad actually get like excited for a film, man. He loves Planet of the Apes. He grew up with the original film, man. As you guys, I think I mentioned before, he was like born in the '60s, so he like grew up right when it just came out, man, or was still fresh in everybody's mind. So he's been a big fan of these films for years, man. So this, and that's the whole reason we even went to go see it while we were on the trip to my brother's graduation, was because my dad wanted to see it there at like the theater over there, man, which was a Cinemark, and he wants to see it on the biggest screen possible, the best way possible. Though we did have an IMAX one that was nearby, so we ended up just seeing it at a normal Cinemark trip. But still, the movie was fantastic, man. So yeah, some of the references he caught on. Some of the references he caught on to. Some of them I caught on to. Like there's an entire sequence that looks like it was ripped right out of the original Planet of the Apes film. To jump ahead a little bit, where like you see like the apes on horseback gathering up the humans, and like the song that's playing there sounds like it was ripped right out of the original film's score. I don't know if it was or not, but it definitely sounded like it definitely sounded like something you would hear out of a score from a '60s film. I don't know if they did reuse it, but it was very reminiscent of that scene, man, which I thought was pretty cool. Nice little reference / homage to the original film, which like I said, I thought was really cool, man. And also, that was probably my favorite scene in the entire film, man. Not just that the rest of the movie was like bad or anything, man. I love this film, man. But that was probably my favorite scene of the movie, man. Was that scene that was a massive homage to the original film. And honestly, I was just waiting for someone to say, "Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape." Unfortunately, that never happened. Who knows? Maybe they'll save that for later on in the film when we do get to hear one of the humans say, "Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape." Such an iconic line, man. Anyway, let me jump right into the actual review properly, man. Enough of me rambling. So the film is directed by Wes Ball and stars Freya Allen, if I pronounce that right, Kevin Durant, Owen Tagu, Taguk, if I'm pronouncing that right, Ika, Darville, and many more. In the plot of the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, many years after the rise of Caesar, a young ape goes on a journey that will lead him to question everything he's been taught about the past and make choices that will define the future for apes and humans alike. First of all, man, the cast is incredible, man. As you guys may know, that I didn't even know this until I looked up the cast list. But Ika Darvin, if I'm pronouncing his first name right, is in this film. Who you guys may remember played Malcolm in Jessica Jones. So it's cool to see him again in another massive movie or another massive franchise like he was before, in the Marvel MCU. Although now that we're bringing in, Daredevil, Born Again is coming in there, man. Obviously, we know that the Netflix series are now fully integrated into the canon of the MCU properly. Hopefully, whenever Jessica Jones makes her return, hopefully Malcolm will be coming with her, man. Because I thought Malcolm was cool, man, and we'll get to see Ika make his return, man. But we'll have to wait and see on that, ladies and gentlemen. Westball's direction I also thought was fantastic, man. As you guys may know, he actually originally, before he went on this film, his original claim to fame was actually working on the Maze Runner films, which I don't know what the general consensus on those movies are, but I personally really enjoyed the Maze Runner film, so it's cool to see him once again be a part of another massive franchise, and he did an amazing job, man. There are so many scenes in this movie that just looks beautiful, man. Both his directing as well as the cinematography in this film are fantastic, and of course, we can't talk about a Planet of the Apes film without talking about the motion capture, man. The motion capture in this film is fantastic. But now the motion capture in all the previous films, like the Matt Reeves one and Rise, were always fantastic, and we all know how good Andy Serkis was as Caesar. But it just bears repeating again, man, because once again the motion capture in this film looks so amazing, man, and you can just see every little thing in the performance, man, and it really shines with Oa Tweek, if I'm pronouncing his name right, who plays Noah, who's the MC of the film. He was the MVP, man. You can see every little thing in his performance. And there are so many scenes where he doesn't even talk, but you know exactly what he's thinking just by looking at his face, man. Once again, it obviously shows how great he is as an actor, but it also once again shows you just how good the motion capture of the film that's able to capture all these little micro emotions and everything, and all these little things he does in the film to portray, to show and portray his performance, man. It's incredible, man. You have to see it. If you haven't, for some reason you haven't seen the film yet, man, once you watch the film, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, man. It is absolutely incredible. And I also got to give a massive shout to my man Raka for arguably being the most goated character in the entire Planet of the Apes franchise, man. He is the new orangutan in this film, the Maurice of this new trilogy, if you will, man. And Maurice was cool in the original movies as well, man. But Raka, man, he is so much fun. He steals the show from the second he's on screen to when the last time we see him in the film, man. Honestly, I hope he becomes a mainstay for the rest of this trilogy, man. But I guess we'll have to wait and see on that. But seriously, I hope he sticks around, man. He was fucking awesome. Now, in terms of flaws I had with the movie, man, there was only a couple issues I had. One, I wish we got to see more of Caesar, because the movie actually starts off with basically showing off Caesar's funeral when he dies, man. But it would have been kind of cool, since there's such a massive gap between where War of the Planet of the Apes ends and where this movie begins. It would have been nice if we got a little bit more extra time with Caesar to say goodbye to him, see what he was up to in between films. But that's just me personally. And of course, get to see more of Andy Serkis, as Caesar as well. But it would have been cool if we got to see just a bit more of what Caesar was up to in between the films. And also, one other thing, man, I don't know if maybe this was just a problem with me, man, or not, but for as much as I have praised the CGI in the film, and like I said, the motion capture and CGI in the film are both fantastic, man. I will say I had a hard time distinguishing between the two female leads. Did anyone else have this problem, or was it just me? There were scenes like, wait, which one are you? It would take me a second. I have to look at their face, okay, which one has more wrinkles? Okay, that's his mom. That's the girl he's friends with that I wouldn't be surprised him developing a romance with in future films. Okay, did anyone else have probably had a hard time distinguishing those two, or was that just me and I'm just an idiot? But and also the fights in this film, the final showdown at the end of the film, and also the main villain of the film as well, man. He was fantastic as well. I really liked him. I thought he was a cool villain as well. And then whole final battle we get was really fucking cool as well. And one other thing I forgot to mention was the main female character of the film, Nova. I thought she was pretty cool as well. And I'm definitely really excited to see what they plan on doing the rest with the human characters for the future, for these next two films, because the way where this movie ends off, man, I thought was really cool, I have to say that. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. For today, man. Once again, sorry this review took so goddamn long to come out, but hey, it's finally here, man. Anyway, guys, overall, I'm gonna give this film a 9.5 out of 10. Guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. You like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on social if you feel like it. Links across below. And as always, come out for more. See you guys next time.